take the chance to know the person before you judge the person. That goes with anybody, not just me. If you hear something about somebody or whatever, don't be so quick to be like, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Try to find out what's going on. Try to get the facts first. I got to sell my product. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I got something that I want y'all to be interested in, but you're not going to be interested in it unless you try it. So the game ain't no different.
I just don't want to seem self-centered, bro, but I can relate to this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm cut from a similar cloth. You know, I can see the correlation between fans and fiends because it's all about who got the best product, right? It's all about who got the product that's ready, that gets you higher, that makes you feel the best. And that's what music is. Music is a drug. People get addicted to music. People get addicted to artists. So it's easy. I don't know if it's easier from somebody that's not from the streets because I can't speak for them. But if you're from the streets, it's an easy transition from hustling to rapping and making millions because it's the same concept. It has some of the same characteristics that the street has, you know what I'm saying? And you can get robbed, just don't even have no pistol. You get robbed by a lawyer or record exec, whatever it is, and it's the same. It's the same concept, man. If you know how to get your product together, package it the right way, people are gonna try it. That's called fans.
Big Poppa was really the one that really blew everything up and really set it off. And the way it came across, like I was this black, ugly dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm a realist.
How you living, Biggie Smalls? I'm mansion and bands is giving ends to my friends and it feels stupendous. Like, cause I just felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like my life, like, I'm some real, like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I bought the AMG 63, it was like, man, I'm sitting outside my house and I'm just bumping Biggie one day and it's like, damn, I'm living in a mansion and bands and I'm making money with my day zero. It's like my day one, it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's an ill feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing my boys goddamn level up, like seeing Shrim goddamn shoot through the roof and become the hottest in the game. And they were just living at this same mansion that I'm looking at. It's just like, man, it's ill. Everybody around me, like, we just had a daughter in a dream.
Know me, you know what I'm saying? If they don't know me, they know of me. Mm-hmm. And they give me my respect.
You know, I was born in '84, so I was still coming up when Biggie was mega hot, and I don't know anybody else that was known like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, unless it was like a real controversial thing, I don't know anybody else that was known like that. As far as just being a rapper, just being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? If you was a rapper, that means that coming up at that time, being a rapper meant only black people knew who you were. That's just what that meant. And at that same time, if you was a country artist, the only way black people would know who a country artist was is because there was a black comedian making fun of them. And there was no other way to be known, but Biggie was the first out of the Brooklyn hip hop scene that I know for a fact that everybody knew who he was. They talked about him on TV shows that I would think never even heard of what rap is, or they talked about him on comedy shows, they talked about him in movies, they talked about him in places that he just should not be talked about. According to what the standards of being a rapper was, you don't get talked about like that unless you say something real crazy on your record, like, you know, the police, you know, anything like that. Like I said, like, you know, even with stuff like that NWA, that was controversial. Biggie was known without controversy.
My pops left when I was 2, so that was drama. I wouldn't even want to see this man. It's like, what could I have to say to him? What could he have to say to me?
Well, it's funny. My mom raised me pretty much by herself. I saw my dad 4 times in my life. So when you hear those types of conversations, I think it gives people hope that are in single family homes. And it also takes the excuse out of a lot of people's mind that, oh, I'm acting this way because I only have one parent in the home. You know, I think these young African-American women that are out there that are working and raising their kids, and older African-American women, you know, we should cherish them. We need to cherish our black women. There's no doubt about that. So I think it offers inspiration and hope. And again, as I said, it takes excuses off the table. Coming from a single family home shouldn't have anything to do with your success level.
Everybody say my music is so negative, but I never tell anybody they should sell drugs. But drugs is out there. How could you ignore it? I'm just trying to tell people what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I'm like the eyes of the world.
I don't think his ability to tell stories, that's something that I don't hear much anymore. You know, he told such graphic stories and he was so articulate without making people feel like they were dumb. You know, you had a lot of rappers who were really dope lyricists, but they made people feel like they were not in the car with them. You know what I'm saying? Biggie made you feel like you were standing right next to him. His stories made you feel like, you know, if he thought he was talking about committing suicide, you really felt like you were sitting there right there next to him. It was almost like watching a movie, you know. And that's something that a lot of people can't do. You know, his lyrics made you forget about every other aspect of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Actually, something about Biggie I never heard anybody say is that Biggie would shine and floss and all the stuff that the other rappers were doing, but to me it never seemed to be arrogant to me. I don't know why. That maybe just be something personal with me. Biggie really seemed like, you know, he was adjusting to what people wanted to see. And, you know, in order to live in, you know, one of the top cities in the United States, it's almost like you had to adjust to the tone of the people. But, you know, his lyrics seemed to transcend that. And that was the thing that kept me listening.